Hi Taurus, this is Just, and this is your you versus all the other signs. We're going to look at you and and every other sign individually and find out your feelings versus theirs. So let's start with you and Aries. You and Aries, it's funny, you're matching each other's energy. I feel like right now, neither one of you are speaking to each other, or you're giving each other harsh truths. You may have recently broken up, or there is negotiations on where do you take the relationship next. You may be trying to communicate with the Aries, and it may be difficult for the Aries to open up and to communicate with you at this time. So I do see communications coming in, or wanting to talk things out, wanting to work things out with you and a Aries. So the jury is out on if things will work out overall between you and this Aries. But right now, either you're not speaking to one another, or there is very strong communications going back and forth, but no one's really putting their heart on their sleeve. You both are really holding your emotions close to your vest, and you're kind of just being very strategic in the things that you're saying to one another. So very cautious and very careful communication between you and an Aries. If not, you may not be speaking to one another at this time. If you are dealing with a Taurus, now one Taurus is kind of holding back. You're both actually holding back. One Taurus may be having financial difficulties, or may not be ready for a commitment of any kind, or may feel like the relationship is over, and the other Taurus is holding back and not communicating at this time at all either. So you may not be in talks, and it may not be a situation where you're moving forward in a relationship with another Taurus. If you're dealing with a Gemini, you Taurus, you're trying to find out what's going on with this Gemini. Where are they? Why have they vanished? What's going on with them? Why haven't you heard from them? So you're wanting to know what's going on. Maybe you have interrogated them, questioned them a lot, and that probably scared them off. So I don't see the Gemini communicating with you at this time. They're probably even hiding from you to some extent. So it's hard to kind of get hold of a Gemini, and it's definitely hard to get any truths or get down to the bottom of a situation with a Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, some of you have cut this Cancer out. Some of you are communicating, and you're putting I feel like you're giving them some type of a ultimatum. If you're communicating with them, you want some truth, you've spoken the truth, or you've cut them out. This Cancer still has very strong emotions for you. They still love you very deeply, and they want to work things out, and they are trying to express that to you if you guys are in communication, if you're even open to communicating with them. But so they still love you, and they still want the relationship. If you're dealing with a Leo, I feel like you want to work things out. You may be willing to kind of compromise at this time to some extent, but this Leo may not be really sure if this is what they want. They're holding themselves back. They're trying to figure out exactly, what's the best way to approach the situation. They may be even trying to decide at this time if this is what they want now. They may have wanted it in the past, but now may not be too sure if this is what they want. So they're not as proactive or aggressive towards you as they once were, and that's because they're taking some time out to really think if it's worth moving forward, or should they sacrifice the relationship altogether and move on. If you're dealing with a Virgo, I feel that you feel that that this person could be your wish come true. You may feel like this person is everything. You want to heal the relationship. You are hopeful that things are going to work out down the line between you and this Virgo but this Virgo is not really sure if this situation can work out. It may be the very practical matters when it comes to the two of you. You may be two different types of people. So this Virgo, if they're not feeling like the situation between the two of you are hopeless, then they may have some unsettled situations with someone else that they need to take care of. And they need to get out of a situation that isn't going anywhere, but they're kind of bound and stuck with this person that it really isn't developing into anything healthy. So you're just probably waiting and patiently hoping that things will work out down the line between the two of you once this Virgo has settled their differences with another person. If it is just you and your Virgo, they're not sure if the situation will work out down the line. They are starting to lose hope that the situation can work. If you're dealing with a Libra, I feel like you feel bogged down by this Libra. You feel like there's a lot of pressure on you. Some of you may be looking outside the relationship, or you are dealing with a Libra who may be a bit of a manipulator, could be a bit of a player, and it's a lot of stress on you to kind of keep going in this relationship. So it's a lot of stress and drama when it comes to you and a Libra. Some of you may be moving away and moving on from a Libra, but you're not completely putting a period right now. There may be some things that you need to take care of first. You need to get your ducks in a row before you can move on, or you can physically move away from them. I feel like this Libra has some tricks up their sleeve, and if they want you back, they are going to manipulate their way back into your life. They're not done with you completely, so they are either working their way back into your life, or if you guys are perhaps going to end your relationship, and there are assets, there's something of value that they can get out of you, this Libra will be working their magic to try to make that happen and get whatever they can get out of you, or they will be trying to make their way back into your life. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, some of you have filed for divorce. You've broken up with a Scorpio. You've ended a situation that could have been quite karmic. You may feel like they have done something wrong, or they whatever they've done to you was an injustice. It was unfair. So some of you feel kind of scorned by Scorpio. I feel like the Scorpio is thinking about you a lot. They are wanting to come your way. They want to reach out. They probably will be reaching out to you if they haven't already. I don't feel like you're going to be very open to the Scorpio, but they will be coming back. And I don't feel like they'll give up very easily. They will continue to try to wear you down and try to come back into your life and work things out. They have a very strong attraction toward you. And I don't feel like they see it your way. It's not like they see that they've done anything wrong, or at least that they're not making that the focus. Also, I see when it comes to you and a Scorpio, you may be getting out of a marriage, out of a relationship, and the Scorpio is buying their time when you're completely single to kind of make their move toward you. Some of you, you're not even realizing that a Scorpio has their eye on you, and at a very specific time they will be coming and approaching you, but they're very attracted to you. If you're dealing with Sagittarius, you are very attracted to the Sagittarius. You may be offering them out on a date, like you want to get started. You want to start something with the Sagittarius, and you're extremely attracted to them. You probably want to have sex. You probably just want to have a good time. Or again, this is a new budding romance between you and this Sagittarius, but it is very physical. So again, it could be going on dates, going out. You're trying to pursue them in a physical sort of way. This Sagittarius sees the promise in the relationship. And they also have their mind and their focus on money and their own pursuits and evolving themselves. So you may not get enough attention or as much attention from them as you would like because they're in pursuit of a higher dream and goal in their life. They also may be seeing the promise in a new relationship with someone completely different from you. So you are trying to kind of get something off the ground with them. Some of you may even be trying to extend an olive branch, like you're trying to get back into their good graces. If that's the case, they're looking elsewhere. They see the promise in something else. This Sagittarius knows what they want. They're at the beginning stages of possibly a new commitment or wanting commitment now. If you guys are having a budding relationship, like I said, it's new, it's fresh, and you're approaching them and you guys are kind of going out, having fun. I feel like they do see value in you, and they see the promise and the value and where the situation and relationship can go. This Sagittarius is far more serious and focused on a more committed and serious relationship. You may be interested in having fun. It can develop into more than that. I do sense that too. So if it's something healthy and it's just the two of you and it's very fresh and new, or even if it's a committed relationship, this has the promise to go to higher levels between you and the Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I feel like you want to reconcile, you want to work things out, you want to balance the situation. You're being very patient with them. You're trying to give them time, but you are here for them if they need you. And I do feel like you want to work things out. This Capricorn doesn't know exactly what they want to do when it comes to the relationship with you and them. They're not really sure what's going on with them either. It's just like they're in this gray period in their life, and they may be suffering from a little bit of depression. They're having peaks and valleys. So one minute they may be positive toward the relationship or hopeful. The next minute they're not really sure, or they don't see it for the two of you. So this Capricorn is not sure where they want to take the relationship. If there is a reconciliation, they're not really sure if they want to hear you out, and they want to work on the situation between you and them. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, you are stressed out, you're worried, you're anxious, you're sad, you're stressed out. You have a lot of anxiety when it comes to this Aquarius. You can't sleep, eat, you can't think straight when it comes to this Aquarius. And it possibly has to do with either a breakup or a pending breakup, or having not heard from them for quite some time. This Aquarius, if you're in a relationship but you guys have hit a bump in the road, they're not going anywhere. I don't feel like they're going anywhere. They're pretty committed. You just have to kind of make the first step and approach them and try to work things out with them. They still see you, especially if you're a Taurus woman. This man still sees you as, you know, his ultimate woman, possibly his wife, or someone that he wanted to marry or will marry. So again, the Aquarius, I don't feel like if this is something committed and serious, or if you both are single, there's no third party here. I feel like they are very sure about what they want, and they're committed to it. It's just, you're going to have to go to them. Okay. And if you're a Taurus woman and this is a Aquarius man, he is going to give you some time to get back to yourself, because you just may be going through something that perhaps may not have anything to do with the two of you. You may be going through your own situation, and he's going to kind of wait for you to return to the person that he knows you to be. If you're dealing with a Pisces, you're shut down. You're not giving into the relationship. You're not opening up. I feel like if there's a situation when it comes to finances, if it's about alimony, child support, you're not trying to give anything. You're not trying to open up to this person. If you've broken up with them, it looks like you have closed yourself off, but you're still holding on, but you've closed yourself off and you're very stubborn at this time. This Pisces is coming back into your life. I don't feel like I feel like some of you are holding off and you're being very defiant, because this person is an in and out person. They're not someone that sticks around very long. They may be a bit of a player. They may be someone that just likes to play around and do whatever they want to do. And I feel like you're not going to go for it. So you are shutting down a Pisces. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has been helpful. The overall energy is saying that, you know, if you're in something that you feel like is taking you away from where you want to be, where you should be, it is saying for you to free yourself and to entertain new and fresh things. Uranus is in your sign, and so the Fool card is urging you to take that leap of faith into a new direction, walk away from things, even though it will be heavy for you to do so. But if it's urgent for you to move forward, then you need to do just that, because on the other side of it can be great new experiences for you. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that this has been helpful. I kind of really like this new series. I'm almost always interested in getting more into the details when it comes to signs, and so hopefully this has been a little bit helpful. If you'd like to share how this has been, please do so in the comment section below. If you want something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video, as well as the description box below. Check out the extended. I'll put that in there for the yearly as well as the weekly for this week. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.